let's go hiking. Okay, that almost turned into a different type of video. I almost stepped on a rattlesnake while I'm vlogging. That's it's happened before. But anyway, here's a good look of them. Okay, back to this. Everybody, hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 items that you definitely do not need to bring with you while you're through hiking on the Appalachian Trail. Here they are. Okay, top 10 items. Here's number 1. No particular order. And 1, this is basically 35 years of experience hiking. Hiking and camping sometimes are totally two different things. You can easily get caught up when you're hiking and getting ready for the through hike on the AT. Now, if you're doing a section hike on the Appalachian Trail, a lot of times you can carry a little bit extra weight, you know, but if you're doing a through hike and you're relying on doing 18 miles, 20, 30 miles a day, you want to keep your pack light as possible. Not only that, but the space in your backpack. When you are preparing your through hike, you consistently need to have in your mind that the items that you take need to have multi-uses. The number 1 item that a lot of people with no experience on the AT, they'll carry hatchets or little axes. I've even seen somebody carry a large axe, tied it to their backpack. Now, other hikers, veteran hikers, don't mind hiking with people that are carrying small hatchets, or the folding saws. Same thing, hatchet and folding saws. 99% of the time when you're hiking the Appalachian Trail, that's exactly what you're doing. You're hiking. You're not camping. Axes and folding saws to make campfires are for camping. When you're hiking all day long, and when you're done with the day and you set up camp, you're setting up your tent, you're getting water, you're turning on your stove, you're making dinner, and you open up that tent, you pass out and you go to sleep. Very rarely are you going to be wanting to go and gather wood to have a campfire. You're just too tired. Realistically, you're too tired. That is definitely an item that you will be sending back home. So I'll save you the time right now. Folding saws and hatchets. You don't need them. Plus, they all weigh too much. They weigh way too much. Number 2, second item you're definitely not going to need. Doesn't take a lot of space, but you're really not going to need it. Are compasses. You're not going to need a compass on the Appalachian Trail. Yeah, it's well marked. There are areas that you may get turned around on when you go filter water and you come back, or you wake up in the morning, you're doing some stealth camping, you get turned around. You really don't get lost on the AT. I never got lost out there. Sometimes you'll get confused on some of the Blue Blaze trails. But other than that, that's about it. You're not going to need compasses. Sometimes people have these little ones, but you'll never use it. The AT really doesn't go straight north and straight south anyway. Half the time you're going east, west, you know, you're not going to need it. Okay, number 3. This is probably the number 1 item that especially guys always bring on the trail, and you don't need it. I've done it, but not to an extent. Are oversized knives. You're not going to need it. Yeah, you'll have in your mind, oh, it's rigid and you can cut branches and, you know, protection and, you know, fighting off wildlife and bears, you know, mountain lions, and it's not about that. You're not going to need it. Most of what I do is I will carry a 5-inch knife, put it on my belt. I don't put it in my backpack, but they're too heavy. If you want to go real light, you can use these little small little Leatherman. The only time that you're really going to need a knife on the Appalachian Trail is to open up your packages of food when you go into town. You know, remember, you know, when I'm long distance hiking, or if I am, you know, camping, or if I am basically if I'm trying to pay attention to my weight on the backpack, you don't need knives. Yeah, a lot of times I'll take a small one, and I have a SOG knife that I like to try to carry around. But it's the difference between camping, day hiking, section hiking, and through hiking the Appalachian Trail. Today, we're talking about through hiking the Appalachian Trail to where weight is a factor. Okay, number 4. Item that you don't need, and I laugh every time I see these things and hear these things, are bear bells. They're not heavy. Attach them to your pack and they sit there and sound like Santa Claus running down the trail or going down a trail. And well, if you want to be alone on the Appalachian Trail, put bear bells on, because everybody definitely won't want to be around you, because it's most annoying. One of the most annoying things on the trail is bear bells. You know what? You can make noise by talking to other people. Sit there and your hiking sticks. The bears out there, the black bears. I mean, if you get a rogue bear that is trying to find people, that's a perfect way to, you know, find them. It's like a dinner bell to some of those bears, probably, huh? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Sometimes I'll see 3 or 4 apparatuses to scare bears off, whatever. If you're that scared of bears, you know, you may want to not hike the Appalachian Trail. There's a lot of times, a lot of hikers will hike the Appalachian Trail 2 or 3 times and never even see a bear. Yeah, you'll see bear scat, you'll see evidence of bears, but you won't see them. They know that you're there. They know that that's the trail that humans are on. But bear bells, ugh, I hate those things. So naturally, that made the list. It's not a heavy item, but it's an annoying item. Another thing too is oversized first aid kits. I've seen people sit there and have packs, you know, that covers 10 to 15% of their backpack, and it's first aid. You know what? You can put your first aid kit and all your items in a bounce box and go lightweight. Put them in a Ziploc baggie that you can see through. Put a couple pills, you know, some things that you may need for 5 days. Put your Luca tape or bandage around your hiking pole so you're not carrying that. And then basically from there, put some pills. You know, you're gonna need some Neosporin, ibuprofen, you're definitely gonna need that, but you don't need the whole bottle. Just need maybe like 5 or 6 pills, something that you can eat for 5 days, and you won't even use it. You know, put 10 in there, because you'll probably walk up to a couple other people that may need ibuprofen or something like that, but it's different for everybody, and that's about it. I mean, so it's just a little Ziploc bag, we'll cover that. Number 6 item that you are not going to need on the Appalachian Trail on a through hike. Going to be books. You're not going to need books. Your phone or any small little electronic device that you want to carry that you can read your audio books or read books on. Carry as many books as you want on those things, but don't carry, try not to bring books. You know, I know a lot of times people want to hold that book and carry that book and the experience. It's weight. It's weight that you're carrying that you can be replaced for food and water. And those are the 2 items that you need to be carrying, is food and water. I've seen seen this one guy carried 3 books with him. He didn't make it too far. Matter of fact, I don't think he didn't even make it to Tennessee. And you know, oh well. Couldn't get through to him. To each their own, you know, hike your own hike, right? Hike your own hike. I'm not telling you what to do, just giving you a little bit of advice, what I do. And I've just seen so many people jump off the trail because they're carrying too much weight. Blisters on the feet. You're gonna get blisters. You're gonna get, your ankles are gonna hurt, your back's gonna hurt. You're gonna have those small little uncomfortable injuries. Stuff like that, twisted ankle, should be things that get you off the trail, not with your backpack and overweight. Okay, number 7. Items that you will not need on the Appalachian Trail for a thru hike. It's topography maps. I've seen people sit there and carry topography maps. Don't know why. One guy was so convinced that he needed topography maps, so when he went and blue blazed and went to go get water off of the Appalachian Trail, he was convinced that he needed topography maps and a big old compass to find his way back just in case. You're not gonna need it, guys. You're not gonna need it. Ladies, you're not gonna need it. Look at that, that's beautiful right there. Check that out. I do miss the mountains, but man, it sure is pretty down here. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, where are we at? Oh yeah, number 7, topography maps. You don't need them. You don't need them. It's just taking up space. And how in the world are you going to get topography maps for the entire Appalachian Trail, blue blazes up there? It just doesn't make sense. I'm sure everybody has done their homework enough to know that you don't need them. But you see them out there. I'm sure you guys have already done your homework to the fact of you definitely don't need topography maps. Had to make the list because we've seen it out there before. But anyway, go out there. Hiking the Appalachian Trail is already hard enough. It is. It's a major accomplishment to go ahead and finish it and do it for a lot of people. But it doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your handicap, doesn't matter any disability. But let me tell you what doesn't make it is if you don't do your research, or if some of these stupid things that don't make sense. Pack up a lot of common sense, because the best thing you're packing is what's in here and what you need. Number 8, you're not going to need solar panels as a rechargeable device on the Appalachian Trail. You're not going to need it. You're not going to need solar panels. You'll see the solar panels that lay on the back of your backpack. It's a great idea. The Pacific Crest Trail and some of the trails in Nevada, where you get plenty of sunlight, you can use that. Now, the Appalachian Trail, they give it the nickname of the Green Tunnel for a reason. You're under foliage in the woods. You're not really going to see much of the sun, which is what I like. That's why the AT is my favorite versus the PCT. You're not going to need solar panel devices for the AT. Bring them if you want to. Hey, let me know if you've had success being able to use those devices. That'd be interesting to see. Don't see that happening. So solar panels, nope, don't need them. Number 9 item that you're not going to need are camp chairs. You don't need it. Even the lightweight Helix camp chairs, they're still too heavy. Take up too much space. I've known a lot of people that will bring a Helix camping chair because they want to sit down at the end of the night because makes them feel better, whatever case may be. Takes up too much space, and they always send it back. Probably within 2 weeks, that goes back in the same box as the hatchet and the axe for a lot of people. But they're nice for camping. But you also got to remember that, you know, once you're done hiking, you're so tired. Sometimes most of the time, you just don't want to sit around a fire and camp. You want to dive into that tent. I know an old farts like me, I definitely, after I'm done hiking all day long, I'm going to go ahead and put some nourishment in my body, and I'm going to go ahead and dive into the tent and go to sleep. You know, you're not camping. I said it before, you're not camping, you're hiking. So treat it that way, and those are the items that you need. Whenever I'm day hiking and section hiking on the AT or wherever, I have my Helix chair right in my back. Matter of fact, I got mine right with me right now. But for through hiking on the Appalachian Trail, you definitely don't need it. Number 10, your fire devices. You don't need, number 10, you don't need ferro rods. You just need like 3 lighters. You know, put a lighter in your cook set. I keep my second lighter in my first aid, and then my third lighter I keep either in my pants pocket or in my backpack little pouch case. I always carry 3 lighters. You can lose 1, possibly lose 2, but if you lose 3 lighters, you're in a world of hurt. And to tell you the truth, on the Appalachian Trail, that's one thing you're definitely going to need. You never know. You definitely need it to cook your food. You definitely need it to possibly, if you did need to build a fire. You ain't got time to rub sticks and mess around with that stuff. You need a lighter. But ferro rods, you don't need them. You don't need them. I brought one. Never touched it. Never touched it. They're neat to have when I'm doing a regular hike and I'm not worried about my weight. Yeah, I'll carry it on there. I love them. They're great. But you don't need them for the through hike of the Appalachian Trail. There was one more item that I brought as a luxury item when I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail, and next year when I go as well too, I'll still bring it. I have a Snow Peak umbrella, and I can attach it. It's lightweight. I've had it for, man, I've had that thing for about 6 years. It's so lightweight, bends out, it's beautiful, I love it. I can attach it to my backpack, keeps me out of the rain, keeps me dry. You know, when it starts raining, especially when you're in the Smokies or Shenandoah, you put that thing on. A lot of people say, William, that's stupid, don't bring an umbrella with you. But there's times where it started raining, everybody is going off and I'm still hiking, I'm staying dry because I got an umbrella. You know, it's lightweight, doesn't take much room at all. You know, so to each their own, everybody hikes their own hike. I get it, I understand. These are just my advice, you know, to bring to the floor. The different items may be different for everybody. These are just, you need to scratch your head and start thinking, hey, do I really need that item? And when you start hiking the Appalachian Trail and you send back those items like the compass or, you know, I've seen people take big flashlights with them. Just need a headlamp, you know? And they'll sit there and send those items back. Yeah, William was right. I didn't need that axe, that hatchet or whatever, topography maps. You know, stuff like that is good for camping. Remember, guys, ladies, you're not camping, you're hiking. Save all those items for your camping trips or your weekend getaways. Man, well, I'll tell you what, I've seen 2 rattlesnakes out here and I just jumped. You see that? I just jumped. Rattlesnakes out here in Florida act a little bit more different than in the mountains. Absolutely beautiful out here. The channel is going to go into a little bit more survival readiness, ideas, how to make fires. You guys have left beautiful comments on what you want to see on this channel. Subscribers are really getting up there. That's great. Over almost what, 8,000 or something. I don't know. I hadn't had Wi-Fi in a little bit, so I need to go into town and get some Wi-Fi. I need to siphon for some water. See, let me know if you think this is some water that I can siphon. Definitely can't, gotta be very careful out here in Florida when you're sitting there siphoning for water, getting your water for the day. That mountain stream water tastes good, but it's Florida water. It's not good. I don't know. Now, everybody from Florida, don't be sitting there hollering at me and yelling at me because I said that. But take the water, cool water from the mountains and the streams that's coming down in the brooks. versus this water that you just saw. Yeah, nah, sorry. Sorry guys, don't hate me, Floridians, for saying that. Other than that, fellow hikers, subscribers, friends, I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you experiencing the Florida Trail with me. Once again, I appreciate the donations to the channel. Thank you very much for the beer donations, my dear friends. Have a great day. Keep hiking. Enjoy yourselves. Stay healthy. More videos are on the way. Take care, everybody.